Okay guys, brr. In the wild carrot video, or the Queen Anne's lace, I had told you guys that as soon as we got our first frost, that I would bring you along and we would dig up some wild carrots. And if you remember, the reason that we're waiting till after a frost to dig up the wild carrot root is because after that first frost, the plant now is taking all those sugars and dropping it down into the root. So that's when it's the best time to dig them up. Okay, so we have definitely had our first frost here. It's chilly, and I am going to go dig up some of these wild carrots and bring you along. And we are just gonna, I'm just simply gonna make it, I think, into a wild vegetable soup. So stay tuned. It's gonna be good. Okay, so here I found my first little bunch of wild carrot. And at first, looking at this, you know, there's a lot of, we've got a lot of other ground ivy and things intertwined with it. But let me see if I can't zoom in here a little bit. And then you can kind of see, let me see, here's a good one. Here's a good one right here. Let me zoom out a little bit here. I think this is a good one. So if you look right here, you can see where the, and here's, remember our wild carrot, remember the tops look just like the carrots that you buy in the store. And remember the wild carrot, though, is not going to be orange like you find in the store. It's going to be white. The root will be. But however, you see where this all comes down and meets in a rosette down into the ground right here. So this is what I want to dig. That's what I want to dig, is I want to clear out and I want to dig where that enters into the ground right there, okay? So, all right, hang tight. We're going to dig up some roots. Okay guys, I've started digging down here and I just wanted to show you, as I'm digging down, you can begin to see the top of the carrot here. Some of these can grow quite long, so I don't know how far down into the ground this one's going to be, but we're going to find out. Okay, you guys, hey, so here it is. This is the first wild carrot that we've come up out of the ground with, and it is a dandy. It's a beauty. And hey, I had to go get a hat. It's really cold out here, but I'm gonna keep digging. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. This is my second one that I've dug up, and look, it's beautiful. It's actually a double. How about that? A double. You guys, these smell so good. Oh my gosh, the carrots smell, they smell just like carrots, and they're going to be so delicious. I can't wait to add these into a end of year fall wild soup. This is going to be awesome, guys. Stay tuned. There is all of my burdock and carrot root all chopped up, and I'm just going to throw it all in my chicken stock here. Put it all over here in the pot. The roots actually take the longest to cook, so I always add those first to let those cook, and add other things later on. Stay tuned. Okay, here guys, I am adding some of the wild carrot tops, the green, and I'm just simply adding that also into my wild soup, just to give it some of the flavor too. And it's green, It's delicious and it's nutritious. Okay, guys. So I am just scrubbing up the greens that I'm going to add into my wild soup. Just, everything that I went out and just grabbed out of my yard. I have got some mallow leaves in here. I've got some curly dock. I have got some lamb's quarter down in here. I have some wood sorrel. I have some plantain leaves, and I have some red clover flowers, and also some dandelion that I found. I found those dandelion flowers and figured those would be good in it too. So I'm just scrubbing everything up here so that I can add it to my wild soup, and it's going to be delicious, guys. I can't wait. It'll be great. Stay tuned. Okay, hey, fortunately, even though it is, we're really into the fall season right now. Even though it's fall season, I found these dandelion flowers. So I am just going to throw those also into my wild soup. Found this nice, beautiful zucchini left over in my garden. So, that's right, it's going in my wild soup. Beautiful orange acid-free tomatoes found in my garden. This is fall, so my garden's pretty much done, but I found these beauties. So I'm adding them to my wild soup. Now, guys, the zucchini and these tomatoes that I found in my garden, are they wild that you would forage for out in the wild? Yes, absolutely. I suppose you could find them in places. But I'm not going to let anything go to waste, and it's not store-bought. So it's not anything, a vegetable that is bought from the store. So it's going in my wild soup. Stay tuned. Okay, so guys, I did chunk up, I guess, some onion and chopped up some garlic, cloves. And, these I actually did buy at the store. So in my wild soup, the only thing that's going to be store-bought is going to be my chicken broth, which is organic, free range, and my garlic cloves and my onions. Okay, now I am simply sauteing up my onion and my garlic that I chopped up, and I'm sauteing this in some ghee butter. Ghee butter is just clarified pure butter, and maybe I'll do a video on how to make ghee butter, clarified butter. It's a pretty simple process. Alright guys, yeah, I'm just going to saute these onions and garlic up and throw that into my wild soup. Okay guys, so my soup has been cooking for about an hour, and so the burdock root, which takes the longest to cook, is softened up now. So I've got all my other ingredients except for all my leafy vegetables and my clover flowers and that kind of thing. So I'm just simply going to add these in to my soup, and just like you would, I know you add spinach. Some of you add spinach into your soups. That's the same thing. I'm adding all kinds of nutritious spinaches in here, and I'm just going to fill it full with these greens. Now remember, I have mallow leaves in here. I've got plantain leaves in here. I have some curly burdock in here. I've got a little bit of wood sorrel. I actually picked a little bit of wood sorrel, and I put the wood sorrel in it. And you guys, the acid-free tomatoes that I found in my garden, when I put those in it and they've cooked down now, it has given my soup this beautiful orange color, and it just completely reminds me of fall and of pumpkin. And I'm gonna tell you, you guys, I wish you could smell this because this vegetable soup, wild vegetable soup, smells so good. I cannot wait to try a bite of this because it just smells so wonderful. So, okay, guys, I will be back when I'm ready to try out the soup, and I'll let you know how it is. So, all right, guys, here's to ya. I'm gonna try this. Mmm, this soup's delicious. This soup is so comforting. Um, wow. Oh, you guys, the burdock root actually turned into just like potatoes do. It turned into that potato kind of consistency. It makes me think I'm eating a potato. And the wild carrot. Oh, the wild carrot took the strong carrot taste when it was raw and made it just a mild carrot taste and just soft as can be. Um, it's delicious. This soup is fantastic and so good for you. So good for you. Everything foraged from the wilderness. And it just goes to show that the wilderness does provide for us if we know what to look for. There's food all around us, guys. We just don't recognize it. We don't know it. So, get out there and look around and find you some wild foods and make some recipes and experiment. But guys, make sure that what you're eating is what you believe it is before you eat it. Don't go out and forage and have any doubts before you eat it. And there's ways to research it. There's videos, my videos, everybody else's videos. And there's also, listen, you can call your local OSU extension offices, and they are more than happy. They have people there who would come out and walk around with you and kind of help you and show you and confirm with you that what you think that plant is actually is what it is, or that it's not. So, don't be afraid to go out and explore, you guys, and enjoy enjoy the foods, that Jehovah, that God has placed on this earth for us to provide for us. And he still provides for us in the wilderness. So, with that being said, this is Wilderness Blessings saying, have a blessed day.